Sherry Abbasi with Taz Nadeem at the Legal Blows Muslim Boxing Awards. Taz, first of all, assalamu alaikum, and how are you, brother?
Assalamu alaikum, bro. Alhamdulillah, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Taz. Thank you for asking. Taz, first of all, I think the first thing we speak about is the Muslim Boxing Awards this year. I don't know, were you at the event last year?
No, I wasn't.
So this is your first time. What did you think when you came through the door? Because it is a very nice setup here.
It's a great setup. I mean, the last event that we did in London, that was a great setup as well. So I kind of knew what to expect, but this is top that as well. It's awesome.
What are your thoughts on there being a specifically sort of a Muslim Boxing Awards, giving some attention to the young Muslim fighters coming through, and the fighters that have been around for years, like Amir Khan's here, Bernard Hopkins, Ajit Kabayel, expected to be here. What are your thoughts on such a big initiative and push by Legal Blows?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. The fact that they're doing this is amazing, especially since no one else is doing it, and it just gives an opportunity for you to put some limelight on Muslim boxers where they wouldn't have got it otherwise. So it's great, and it's a great opportunity to network as well, to meet these boxers. Like for me myself, I can speak to Amir Khan, I can speak to Agit if it were when he comes, and other fighters, and ask questions. Like these guys have done the things that I want to do. It's a great opportunity for me to learn something from them.
100%. And yourself, you're fighting in May on the Doncaster Stadium show on GBM. What can we expect to see from Taz Nadeem on the night?
Inshallah. Well, the shows are going to be amazing. Already, it's like they're expecting 12 to 15,000 people, which is massive compared to the previous fights I've done. I think Cannon was doing 3,000, 4,000 maximum. To jump to 15,000 is going to be a big difference, and good for me as well in the sense that it prepares me for the future, inshallah. But performance-wise, I'm just getting better every single fight. This camp's going to be probably one of the biggest ones I've had, or the longest ones I've had for a while. So inshallah, good performance coming up. I just want to get better every time, and I feel myself doing it.
I think, from the clips I've seen you in your fight, you're quite a destructive force, mashallah. You're very strong, you go for it, you don't really hold back. You're not in there to go with the distance necessarily. You've got the skills there, but you're just getting the job done at the moment and getting that experience. You mentioned about there being obviously a massive crowd. That will naturally come with a bit more pressure as well than what you're used to. What do you think, how do you think that will prepare you for your, the next level of boxing essentially?
Yeah, so the worst thing I could probably do is to be fighting in smaller shows and then just jump it straight into a big show where there's a lot of people there. That'll have a big impact, but the fact that I'm doing it now in the early stage of my career, that means that later on when it's more, when the fights are more competitive and more intense, more important, then I'll be more ready for them.
100% makes sense. The super middleweight division at the moment, it's got the biggest name in boxing, and then Canelo Alvarez. So we've got obviously some big stars there. Hamzah Sheeraz has now just announced that he's been moving up as well. For yourself, what is your long-term aim in this weight class? Can you make this weight, for forever, or is there potentially a move up to light heavyweight for you down the line as well?
Currently, the way my body is and the way I'm gaining weight and losing weight, I think super middleweight is perfect. I'm not cutting too much, and I'm not gaining a lot afterwards. So the weight cut is easy, making weight is easy, and I stay at this weight as well. I stay at the weight that I need to be, even when I'm out of camp. And domestically, super middleweight is booming right now. You've got people coming in from the Olympics, some great amateurs who have just turned over, and then, like you said, you've got Hamzah Sheeraz moving up, and you've got Canelo, and obviously the face of boxing's in there. So if you want to be a world champion right now, you kind of have to be the best boxer, period. So it's great. I think it's probably the best division to be in right now.
Obviously, you're currently signed to GBM and Izzy Asif. What has your experience been with him so far, and do you see that being a long-term partnership potentially for you?
Yeah, well, long-term partnership, I'd like to think so. GBM are doing great things. To think from where they started 3 years ago and then where they are now, if you're looking at it that way, they're projected to go, the sky's the limit for them. I really like the team. I like everyone that works there. Izzy's a great guy. The whole team's a great guy, and the way they're treating me, in the sense that they're giving me the fights that I want. They're not rushing me into anything. They're not. Everything's good. Everything's sweet with them. I'm happy where I am right now.
In terms of yourself, Taz, what is the sort of long-term aim for you in the sport of boxing? Some people want to make money, other people want to see the legacy as world champions. For you, is it a bit of both, or do you have a specific goal you've got before you exit the sport?
Yeah, so for me, it's just becoming better. Like when I come to boxing, it wasn't, I want to become a millionaire. It was, I really love this sport. I want to get really good at it. I want to not just be the best at it, but I want to feel like walking into that ring, I'm the best in the world. Like, can you imagine what that feels like? No matter who you're facing, you're the best in the world. You know you can beat them. That's the kind of feeling that I strive for. And I just want to get better. Like, the money's a byproduct. It's an extra. That's not really what you're fighting for. You're fighting because you love what you do and you want to be the best. And that's me.
And who would you say has inspired you the most in the sport of boxing to sort of encourage you to get into the sport and you pursue it as a full-time career?
Yeah, so obviously I took a big break doing CrossFit, and just before I came back, I was watching Canelo a lot. In fact, I've been watching Canelo a lot for a long time. Like I remember, as an amateur, I'd be fighting. I'd watch Canelo's fight just before, and then I'd go and do my fight. So I've been inspired by him for a long time. We're very similar. He's a similar style to him, but that's expected as I watch him so much. Like when you watch someone, it kind of just like comes into you, and then the other thing is we're same height, very similar style. So Canelo's the inspiration for me.
And just to close off, Taz, the sad news of the passing of big George Foreman, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, someone who's left a lasting legacy in the sport as the oldest heavyweight champion of all time as well. A great fighter, inspired so many. What are your thoughts on obviously the sad passing of George Foreman?
Yeah, first of all, Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. May Allah forgive all his sins, grant him Jannah. But he's such a great role model. And have you seen the movie about him on Netflix? Honestly, from where he's come from and what he's been through, it's incredible. Like you don't really know what someone's about until that happens. You see the movies and you see the documentaries. So he was a great fighter. And you know what? Like people don't realize, but the old timers, they were so much better than what we think they were. So much better. Like just like I've been trying to. I was talking about it with my friends. Evander Holyfield, when he was the oldest world champion, and he fought. Evander Holyfield fought George Foreman, the oldest world champion, and then Mike Tyson fought Evander Holyfield, and Evander Holyfield beat Mike Tyson comfortably. But how much of a hard time did Evander have against George Foreman at the old age, where he's really way past his prime? So just think how good was Evander Holyfield when he was knocking everyone out in his prime. He knocked everyone out before, like even before he fought Muhammad Ali. But like then you think how good was Muhammad Ali when Muhammad Ali beat George Foreman. Muhammad Ali beat George Foreman, and Evander Holyfield struggled against George Foreman, and Mike Tyson got beat by Evander Holyfield. It's crazy. Like when you think of it that way, it's like these guys back then were so much better than what we think they are. We can't really see it now because they're not here to fight. But they were incredible. Like George Foreman, incredible.
Beautiful tribute, Taz. I just want to say a massive thank you for your time and best of luck in May on the stadium card in Doncaster. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.